Hello guys, Chipmate Janry Zero at your service once again. We are outside the ship's bridge. We are at the starboard side bridge wing. So we are experiencing a strong wind now, and our topic for today is related to that because we are going to discuss about getting the true wind direction if the ship is underway, or in other words, moving.
Turuan mo ko niyan, turuan mo ko niyan. Please, turuan mo ko niyan, turuan mo ko niyan.
Okay, dun ka sa likod, dun ka sa likod. Dun sa likod at huwag ka malikod.
Alright guys, so what are the materials needed in order for us to determine the direction of the true wind if the ship is moving or underway? So we only need to have one piece of parallel ruler, a pencil, a compass divider, and of course the chart of locality. So aside from that guys, because that is those are the materials needed to plot the true wind direction, but we need to have a reference on what we are going to plot. So we need to have the reference from our gyro, because in that piece of equipment, that gyro, we are going to determine the ship's heading. Then we also need to have the anemometer, no? So at the anemometer, this is simply the measurement coming from the wind vane. So at the topmost portion of that mast, you have there the anemometer or the wind vane. Okay, right guys, so I will be demonstrating, giving you example of determining the true wind direction through plotting in our paper chart. Alright guys, so we have this example. So we have our ship's heading, which is 330 degrees. This is from the gyro compass. And then we have here the ship speed, which is 50 knots. And this is coming from our GPS, speed log, ICDIS, or radar. So we have a lot of reference for our ship's speed. So for the relative wind direction and relative wind speed, no? So we have there the anemometer. Okay, so I have shown you already what is anemometer. All right, so let's plot this one, the ship's heading, and then the ship's speed first, no? So we are going to use the parallel ruler. Okay, so we are going to locate how much? 330. So we are going to locate 330. All right. Okay, so this is 330. Okay, so this is 330. Okay, 330 going to the center of our compass rose. So this is the compass rose of our paper chart. So we have 330. Okay, so simply draw a line from that 330 going to the center. Okay, so again we have 330 for the ship's heading coming from the gyro compass. Next, so we have to plot our ship's speed, which is 50 knots. And we are going to use the compass divider. So simply choose the latitude lines here, or latitude marks here, nearest to our compass rose. So to the compass rose that we are using. So we have 15 knots. So just going to count each line here. So this is 1, then 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so this is 5. This is already 5 knots. So we need to have 15. So we have 3. Huh? So we have this one and this one. So this is already 15 knots. No? Okay, so 5, 5, 5. So this is already 15. And then we are going to uh, put it back on the center, put the other tip on the center and the other on the line. Okay, so this is uh, the position of the ship speed. Alright, so after plotting the ship speed, we are going to plot the relative wind direction and relative wind speed. So again, why relative? Because the ship is moving or underway. So the direction that we have here, example, we have 50 degrees on the starboard side, no? Because we have 180 degrees, no? We have 180 degrees on each side. So that is a circle. So this is the starboard side. This is the port side. Okay, so 180 degrees each. So 50 degrees is somewhere like near to 45. Okay, so we are going to plot that one. So we have the relative wind direction. Okay, from the ship's heading. Okay, because we have there the word relative, and it means that we should start on the ship's heading. So from the ship's heading, we have here the 330. So we are going to have 50 degrees on the starboard side, which means that we are going to add, no? So 15 degrees. So this is 10, 340, 350, then 0. So this is another 10, and then 10. So that is already 40. And then 20, that is 50 degrees already. So we need to have, or we need to use our parallel ruler again. So plot it on the 0 to 0. 0 to 0. 50 degrees from 50 degrees from the vessel's heading, which is 330. All right. So there you have the relative wind direction. So 50 degrees from the ship's heading. So this is 50 degrees coming from the ship's heading. So this is 50 degrees. Okay. So after that, we are going to plot or determine the relative wind speed. No, we are going to use the relative wind speed here, which is 20 knots. So earlier, we have 50 knots for the ship speed. The same procedure. No? So we are going to use the nearest latitude scales or lines here. So we have this one 5, we have 10, we have 15, so we have 20. So 4, no? Right, so we have 20. So this is already 20. Then We just need to put the other side on the center, and on the other side we have the tip of the line which the compass divider can reach, equivalent to 20 knots. So this is the vector, okay, of the relative wind speed. Okay, so all we need to do is to connect these two lines here, two positions here, from the ship going to the wind, right? So this line here, this is the true wind direction, okay? So how are we going to determine the value for that line? So we just need to bring it on the center of our compass rose, okay? Alright, so we have this line here. So this is equivalent to how much? 60, 65. So this is 066 degrees. Okay, 066 degrees through wind direction. Okay, so how to determine our true wind speed? So again, we need our compass divider, put the other tip on the vector of the relative wind and the other on the ship speed and ship's course, and then we need to measure it here on the latitude scale nearest to the compass rose that we are using. So we just need to count. So this is 5, 10, and it does not reach 15, so this is 14. So 14.5, okay, something like 14.5. Okay, so that is 14.5. So we have true wind, better if we are going to write it here, true wind speed, which is equivalent to 14 knots. Okay, so we have the true wind direction again, and then we have the true wind speed, which is only 40 knots, and we have the true wind direction, which is 066 degrees. Always remember that the direction of the wind is to which it came from. Alright guys, so that would be all for our discussion. I hope that you have understand the basics of plotting from relative wind direction to true wind direction. If you have some questions related to this one, clarifications, please feel free to comment on the comment section below. And also, please do not forget to hit the notification bell. So before I end my video, let me have a shout out to all the members of UC Marinos. We are growing already, no? So we have 3,500 members already. So shout out to my students, no? So I could not mention you one by one, but in general, shout out to all the members of UC Marinos, to my students at the University of Cebu, METC, Maritime Education and Training Center. So once again, this is Chipmate John Lisirom at your service. Thank you and God bless.
Fly high butterfly.